What's up YouTube? My name's Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and I'm coming at you with another video. Roll the intro. Oh, this is my first video. I don't have an intro, but I'm going to get one for you. This channel is all about making better coffee at home. We'll be right back. My name is Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and today we're going to talk about a couple things here. I don't really have a plan to talk about. My channel is all about, like I just said, making better coffee at home. And as you see in the background, it's my little coffee bar setup. I have two espresso machines. They're both Breville Barista Expresses. We'll get into that, how much I like it, how much I don't like it, what I like, what I love. Pros, cons, all that kind of thing, all the same thing, but you know what I mean. All right, so first, my setup. All right, getting to my setup. In the back, we have a piece of plywood, border around it, stained, rolled on chalk, put in shelf, and then I purchased this at a local store here in town. My little coffee buffet, whatever you want to call that. And then in the background I have my Breville Barista Expresses, like I mentioned, with my Breville Barista Pro Grinder. And in the back here we have my shelves, and it holds all my fresh coffee beans. I have those, which we'll get into all that pretty soon, but good to have, not good for espresso machines. Now it's time to get into the pros and cons of the Breville Barista Express. First, the pros. Love the look of it. Stainless steel is perfect. It gives it a nice little appearance, functionality. It's extremely easy to use, user-friendly. It does take some getting used to at first, I'm not going to lie. I was extremely excited to get it. Then I got it, and for the first week or two, I couldn't get the pressure on the pressure gauge to go up at all. Not the greatest at first when you're extremely happy to make some really good quality espresso at home because you're tired of spending all that money at like Dunkin' and Starbucks and all your other local coffee shops. However, once you get the hang of it, you get the distribution down, you get the tamp pressure down, and you get the nice quality whole bean coffee. It's a game changer, to say the least. All right, back to the pros. I really like how durable the machine is. Like I said, the functionality. I love the little quick magnetic disconnect and connect of the tamp. Not the greatest tamp, but what do you expect from $500 machine? Although you might think that $500 is a lot, that brings me into another pro. I think $500 for this machine, $500 to $600 depending on where you get it. I think on Breville it's $700. I think I got it on Amazon for sale for $550-ish. For the capabilities that this machine has compared to a commercialized unit, I definitely would recommend the Breville Barista Express. Very good price point. All right, another pro of the Breville Barista Express is the bean hopper. I think that the grinder and the bean hopper on this thing is incredible. Although I do have a Breville Smart Grinder Pro, I could deal if you couldn't have the budget for it. Just having the machine in itself with the grinder and all in one, I definitely think that's a great option. I ended up going with the Smart Pro only because I wanted to really hone in my skills a little bit more with a little bit more grind setting for variability with the different whole beans that I purchase. Another pro would be the pressure gauge. I love the pressure gauge. It's a great option that they put on the Breville Barista Express. That's not on some of the other models that you can purchase from Breville. I love the pressure gauge only because trying to become a barista at home, if you want to call it, makes me feel good when I say that, is the fact you can get a good indication on how well you tamped or distributed the grinded beans in the portafilter basket. Another great function of this machine would be this little notch lever over here. I really love how you can, so on the side of it there is a steam wand, and up here you can't really see it, it's really hard to see. I can zoom in a little bit. When I really go over the machine in depth. It's a little hot water spout, which is really nice for Americanos, which brings me into the cons now. One huge con of this machine that I wish could be different is the steam wand in itself. So with the steam wand, at the very tip, you only have one little tiny hole where the steam comes out, which is okay on an entry-level machine, but more so when you get into the commercialized machines, you have usually 4 or 5, correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes 3, just depends on the model that you purchase. But with more pressure coming out of the steam wand and having the ability to have more holes in the steam wand, it allows you to froth the milk so much faster. I would say it takes about a minute or maybe a little bit longer to froth milk for one latte cappuccino, which if you think about it is extremely long because a commercialized machine takes about 10 to 15 seconds. So I would say that's a huge con in my opinion. Another con would be the stainless steel. I did talk about how I love the stainless steel. I love the look of it, I do. However, the stainless steel that they use, it scratches extremely easy. Even if you have a microfiber towel at home, very, very light pressure will scratch this, and I'll also go over that when I start making coffee for you. This is more so an intro. I would say another con to the Breville Barista Express would be the portafilter basket sizes. So normally a commercialized machine and a standard basket is about 58 millimeters. The Breville only has about a 54. Is that a big deal? I would say no. I wouldn't detour from getting this machine because of the 54 millimeter basket. However, it would be nice to have a 58 millimeter. Another con of this machine would be the drip tray. Nothing worse than getting up in the morning, wanting to brew your extremely fresh shot of espresso. You go to pull a shot and the drip tray is full. The drip tray holds about maybe, you could probably get about 4 cups of coffee before the drip tray is extremely full. So it's this little tag, I'll show you here. And it's not full right now, but this empty meat tray little tag comes up. And that is the worst thing to see in the morning. Yes, I know, it's very simple, and you're probably thinking to yourself, why is that a con? Just change it out. And it is extremely simple. It just all lifts up. Extremely easy to dump out. It's just the fact that you have to do it so often. I just think that this machine would have been so much better if the drip tray was just a tad bit bigger, but that's okay. And one pro that I actually left out would be the water tank. The water tank for this machine is actually really decent size. I would say you could probably pull seven shots before you have to refill the tank, and steaming hardly takes any water at all. I would say you could steam probably 10 plus drinks, which is great. Alright, within this video, you guys have probably been wondering, why do you have 2 espresso machines of the same one? Why not just take the money you got for both of them and buy a more expensive machine and a better quality machine? Alright, so into that. I actually purchased the Breville Express the first time because it was on sale. I got it for, like I said, about $5.40, and I was extremely happy about it until I found out one of the biggest cons of the machine. With this machine, you cannot pull a shot of espresso and froth milk at the same time. That is a con for me, only because when you pull your shot of espresso, they say you should be putting in your froth milk almost simultaneously, and or within that 10 to 15 second range, because it could actually shock your espresso getting colder, and the shots and the drinks just not going to taste the same. So I was able to purchase my second machine for a little cheaper, So I just thought, why not? Because I can turn both machines on at the same time, froth my milk, and pull my shot of espresso almost simultaneously, so I can do it right away. And that would probably be the biggest downfall of this machine if you were to only purchase one. About the pros and the cons, I might have left something out, but I'll cover that in future videos. And I'll also be making espresso drinks for you. And I'd really like your feedback of maybe me starting this channel, what you expect to see, maybe some recommendations on different coffee beans, drinks that I could make, just anything that, any kind of positive reviews that could help me out, or something that I can maybe look into to help you out. This is a channel that I wanted to start because I love making coffee. I love the taste of coffee. I enjoy just the art of dialing in your espresso and just being able to entertain your friends, family, anyone that can come over. And I just would really also learn how to make latte art for you. It's something that I've been striving towards and trying to learn every day. And I don't know about you, but I was getting tired of going to Dunkin' and Starbucks and my local coffee shops and spending so much money day in and day out on coffee that I can make at home with just purchasing a machine like this. Something easy and something everyone can do as long as you can fit it into your budget. Alright, again, my name is Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar. If you have anything you want to let me know, please let me know in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will be back with you with more videos. Until next time, YouTube.